Welcome back to the Mad Ads Department. We have a good, pretty good week of news for you. Not as juicy as some of the last ones, but like there's been some stuff going on the last week or so that I'm excited to talk about. I know Luke's excited to talk about. Hopefully you guys are ready to listen to it. But Luke, how we doing, brother?
Mate, I'm doing well. I'm currently on UCLA campus. As every entrepreneur knows, finding workspaces that are acceptable, and the workspace here is fantastic. Big fan of it. But I'm also very excited to talk to people about Rihanna, who was a Puma partner, is now rocking Nikes. And what does that mean for culture? But there we are. There's a segue for people. But yeah, that's what I'm excited to talk about today. And some other things as well. But mate, super pumped. Been a busy week in marketing.
It has. You want to kick us off with some industry news? What do we got?
Mate, well, first of all, industry news-wise, I mean, I feel like, can I talk about Rihanna? Or was that a bit too soon?
Yeah, go for it.
So famously, and I'll get let me just share my screen, let me get the article up for people. Famously, as we all know, Rihanna has been a big Puma ambassador, and now has gone with Nikes. So she's now moved across. So maybe this is part of Nike's new play to come back. I know over the last couple of weeks, Carson has not been dunking on Nike.
We've
but,
been tearing them apart.
But I mean, I'm really excited by this. I think this is a chance for Nike to kind of, again, use their big brand name, use Rihanna's name, and try and build some cultural zeitgeist. But yeah, so interesting that she's moved on from Puma as well. I'm guessing there's been some disagreements, etc., possibly, or just a difference of opinion. But yeah, hopefully we'll see some interesting collabs coming out of this.
Yeah, I wonder if Nike's going to put her in any ads or anything.
I mean, it would make sense, right? I mean, I'm interested. Maybe there'll be a custom shoe out of it as well.
Yeah, I assume it'll be more of like a pop culture ad, like less about the sports stuff, which I don't think their focus should be on. But it's
Yeah,
Nike
but
now they've kind of lost their way.
They have, but I think it's a big look. I mean, it's a big play for Nike. I mean, for Puma, it's devastating. I
Yeah,
think. I think actually, yeah, it doesn't look good, but I think it's an interesting thing just to show where celebrities are moving, and that loyalty isn't always forever in certain,
yeah.
especially in the shoe brand world. But yeah, that's a big one. What about you, Carson? What have you got?
So for those that don't know, the enhanced games just happened this past weekend, and if you don't know what that is, it's basically like the steroid Olympics. So
Nice.
they gathered a bunch of retired and banned athletes from the Olympics, and they've given them PEDs, all legal to take, and they put them together in these 3 events and just like had them duke it out to see if there was anybody that could break world records. There was like $1 million prize to any world record broken. It's like 250 show money or something like that. So it was bunch of people, bunch of big investors, and they had a ton of media coverage, ton of people putting promos out there, clipping, all that stuff. And they have an ad promo that they released that we can look at here. So here we go.
Nice.
Minute 33. So maybe we'll cut it short, but this is it.
Since the dawn of humans, there's only ever been one instinct: evolve, to be better, faster, stronger, towards our true potential. Every era redefines what's possible. Unbelievable! Records fall, science advances, and progress doesn't ask for permission. Smashes the world record! What if we pursued our ultimate goals? We took on the impossible. What if we gave it one more shot? What if we didn't just accept evolution, but unleashed it? This isn't tradition. This is the next frontier. The enhanced games, where science and sport collide, and elite champions pioneer a new era of competition. No apologies, no permission, no going back. The future of human performance has arrived.
Two things. First of all, it wasn't only officially one world record broken on the last race of the games.
Yeah.
One.
One
Number
record. And it
two,
wasn't even an enhanced athlete.
and then the number two would be, isn't there an interesting question to be had of whether this is just a great excuse for people to sell their supplements?
Yeah. I think for them, it's way more of a play on like
That's why I do this. That's why I put
selling
money.
the supplements.
If I was a supplement brand, that's what I do.
Yeah, like they're a health company who's putting this stuff on
Yeah, I mean,
as like
it's
a
interesting.
promotional aspect, which like is
Well, it's
cool
like-
and it's fine. I don't think the first one went as they had hoped, but they've already put a $10 million bounty on anybody who breaks Usain Bolt's like record next year. So I guess they plan on doing it.
I mean, it will be every year.
Guess so. I mean, they just launched as a public company, so the stock is not doing too hot off the get-go.
Yeah, but I think with these types of things, it's like, I mean, if you're a supplement brand, you invest in it, right? Because it's just content, right?
Yeah.
You want the content, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that's probably the big advantage. But yeah, I mean, enhanced kit, I don't know. Do you think it will last? I don't know. Like,
I'm hopeful that it will. I think it's cool and entertaining. I think it's just a matter of how well the athletes actually do and can they break the world records, and that's going to be the most enticing part.
yeah, no, true.
But they were saying too, people were saying as well, like they didn't have some athletes didn't even have enough time to like do a full cycle of whatever drugs they were taking. So maybe next year will be much better. I have no idea. Maybe they get more athletes. I think they're putting on more events. So anyway, I think it's a cool promotion. Definitely some room for improvement. And I get like the no permission part is like they don't have to take permission or get permission to like take PEDs. They kind of do, legal ones that are FDA approved. But anyway, that's something I wanted to share as well.
Yeah.
What else do you have?
Man, I've got so many articles today. Dunkin' Donuts are back at it again with their new. So again, this is like a liquid death play, as we all know famously. Make a product that has virality in it that they can push organically, and they get people in store or to buy online. And Dunkin' have released their buckets. So if you're on a summer road trip or got one planned, Dunkin' are hopeful that you will be intrigued in their 44. It's bigger than their 44-ounce cup. It's huge.
Oh wow!
So it's enough ice.
That is massive.
It's huge. It's insanely massive. It's a 48-ounce beverage bucket.
Good Lord!
Yeah, and it's $13. There you are.
What a steal!
What a steal. And I mean, look, this is another great example, right? Look, it's massive. It's out there. It gets people engaged. It's people wanting to get it. Something. I think there's something about either making something really big or something really small that just fascinates human beings. So I think this will be really cool. I mean, imagine trying to get that into a car though. Like the cup holders will be a nightmare.
Yeah, you're gonna have to put that on the floor.
Yeah, I mean, if you spill that in your car, or like your partner's car, you're going to be, oh my God.
Your mom's car, or your dad's car. That's even worse.
Yeah, but also, like, I need to ask first, like, how long is that refill time? Like, how long are we waiting? Am I like, are they going to like basically? It's just Dunkin' Donuts you drive through. I'm not American.
Yeah, you can drive through.
So how long is that going to take? Imagine that. Like, you'll be sitting there waiting for the iced coffee.
Probably not as long as we think. Honestly, they're pretty quick.
But yeah, I mean, I'm thinking. I mean,
that's an interesting play.
Well, I really like it because it's just like it's a classic, right? It's you can run some really beautiful out of home ads on that as well. Like if you're Dunkin', that's what I'd be doing. Like you can imagine those activations, right?
Yeah, just supersize everything.
Yeah, honestly, like imagine the donuts that would come out next. I mean, it's just the art form now. Will Starbucks release like the ultra cup and just be like, yeah? But I think it only works with iced coffee. If it's hot coffee, it wouldn't make sense because you wouldn't drink. You'd be shitting for days. It would be like
I don't drink hot coffee. I drink iced coffee.
Yeah. What's your iced coffee order? I mean, people want to know, right? I want to know.
Just a vanilla iced coffee.
Okay, so
I don't do sugar, just vanilla cream.
Vanilla cream, okay, fine. No, that's respectable. I'll give you that one. But yeah, so that's Dunkin'. Do you have for me to continue? Do you want more articles?
Yeah, go for it. I mean, I've got like only two more.
Well, this is a fun one. Well, not a fun one. I mean, it's more coffee related. I'm going down the coffee niche today. South Korea have fired their CEO over the Tank Day promo.
Oh.
Yep. So they were basically, for people that need history, they did essentially South Korea. There was a famous like crackdown, and this is one of the photos from it back in the days. And essentially, Hamilton May the 18th. It was like a pro-democracy movement, etc. And so Starbucks did a whole promotion around it, and I think people found it insensitive, and all these things. Because someone actually died in custody because they got tortured. So there's like a lot of like, it's not a good day in South Korea's history. Um, but yeah, so Starbucks did a promotion, not making fun of it, but just like a promotion of it being Tank Day, and it's had a bad backlash because clearly he's been sacked, and the
Yeah, man,
and
that's
the promotion.
not a great look.
Yeah. So that is not, again, that's a classic example of when you're about to make a campaign, really understand and answer one simple question, think, is this actually relevant? And is it, does this actually make sense? And I think this is an example that didn't go through that litmus test, and this is your
Yeah,
answer.
that's tough. That's
It's a tough one.
I got one that definitely went through the right test and is hysterical. I think this is actually an older ad, but it resurfaced the other day, and I just wanted to remind people of it. It's from IKEA and one of their kiosk ads.
Yeah, of course. They're the goats.
Come taste our balls. Try a free sample in our Swedish restaurant. We have Swedish meatballs, plant-based balls, fish balls, falafel balls, and all of our balls are delicious. Gold.
I mean, bro, it's
Absolute
right?
gold.
That's mad. I'm proud of them. They just, bro, they can't swing in every single time. Like,
They-
that's why I
yeah,
love about IKEA.
Their social team, their ad team, like they do such a great job. They really do. I mean, that's one of the companies that's like got to be up there in terms of just cultural relevance and the effectiveness of what they're doing and how fast they turn around.
I mean, bro, we should do one of those videos. We should do like a tier list of go through brands and like rate them over like a 30-year, like a 20-year time span or something like that, and be like, who are the goats? I think IKEA is in the god tier. You can't beat IKEA, right?
Yeah.
Their in-person activations with the massive bag, those types of things, like they're just locked in. They know what they're doing, right?
Yeah, they do.
Another
thing too that I think we should definitely bring attention to and kind of talk a little bit about is this real big D2C boom right now that's going on with animation ads. This is a post from Will Cast.
Yeah.
He's a good dude, but these are absolutely the rage right now across multiple different like styles, I guess you could say, like just Pixar animation, claymation, all these different types of animation styles, whatever the cartoon ones, stuff like that. But I would like to know your thoughts as well before I even share mine, because I want to hear what you have to say about these.
Yeah. So essentially, I was actually talking to someone today about this, so I can speak freely on it. I think there's three things. I'm always obsessive on cohort. So if the ads bring in a good cohort and you've measured them and they've done repeat purchases and they're loyal customers, then, I think that's a positive thing. But I'm guessing that a lot of these AI animation ads that lead to conversions, the cohort quality may not be the best. A lot of people online, when they say an ad's crushing, always ask them what the cohort retention was afterwards, and they may not answer it. What leads one person to purchase doesn't really matter to me. It's all about the repeat purchase, right? It's all about people coming back for more. It depends on the business model, but if you're a supplement brand, you're high LTV, you need people repurchasing. Yeah. That's number one. Number two, because they're easy to make, also means that they'll be seen everywhere, so they'll be fatigued, right? There's probably another 3 months in this window, and then those ads will become like an us versus them. Like they're nothing new, nothing special. Third thing,
I think that you have to be very careful with these, because right now they're all the rage because they're they're more novel, they're a newer concept. Not everybody's running them, but I think when you see stuff like this happening, you start to see everybody start to do it. Gets very old very fast.
I mean,
people will churn it out because they just want to burn the cash and get more.
I mean,
I don't hate these. Like, I think these types of AI ads are like here to stay, and I'm very much so here for these, because I think if you just show people that that it is AI, but it's not real, not a real human being portrayed, there's a mental switch. So I'm not against these ads. I actually do like it, but be careful with jumping on the train, and it doesn't fit every brand.
That's the thing. But I think you have to ask yourself, I think there's a really good litmus test you have to ask yourself is like, you've got to ask yourself, why wouldn't this work for me? Right? You've got to have that. And what I mean by that, and I think it's a good like lens to have is like, just because everyone else is doing it doesn't mean you should do it. Right? You know, but then also as well, like, it's just the next evolution of storytelling, right? I think if you're a supplement brand and your liver is in a Pixar story form, and it tells like an interesting story perspective, then yeah, of course it will work, right? Because it's an unlock of a new audience, right? Who only resonate from like Lego memes, right? I've seen some ad creatives that just Lego based, right, and they do really well. But we're in this interesting space where with copyright, like technically, can you use Lego's IP?
That's where it gets kind of sketchy.
So I think
Because
it's
you're gonna have a point where it's gonna become like copyright music.
they won't come for you yet, but they'll come for you eventually.
Yeah.
Basically, is the famous tale because they know what you're up to. If you're a big enough brand, they'll know what you're up to. But it's also the game you want to play. If you want to, if you're a brand, if you're like in the performance marketing stage of your brand cycle, then it's probably rip them, right? Because they're cheap to make and you can rip them at scale. But if you're a big brand, like I wouldn't see David Protein Bar doing this. I mean, what that'd be like
No.
precisely like,
If I saw that from David Protein, I would be like,
bro, where's this come from?
what is this? What is going on?
Yeah, precisely. Like, it's
That's why it
interesting.
all comes down to brand. Is this a good fit for us, and what would our customer think?
Yeah, literally. Like, yeah, literally. But I think it's a really good thing to mention because I think it's everywhere and everyone X is claiming it's
Yeah.
like changing ad accounts and it's not true. I
I
don't see
agree.
that. And I don't see that in the data that I look at anyway. I mean, it definitely helps in some ways. Like, yes, it's a low CPA, but it doesn't really matter. The low CPA leads to someone buying once. I mean, what's
Yeah.
the point?
That's true.
Just
Very
read.
true. Do
Yeah.
you have more news, or you ready to go on to the next
Bro,
section?
mate, bro, I'm in the mood to be cooking.
Let's
I've
go.
been
All right,
researching.
let's hear it. I'm done with news, so you take the wheel here.
Snatch and AP's the product collab has caused ruckus around
Oh
Europe.
yeah, the Swatch AP collab. Oh my
The
god,
Swatch
yeah. How did that
AP
cover
collection.
this? That's actually crazy.
Yeah, I mean, this has been causing carnage. I mean, the resellers are having a field day on it. Shock horror. So we're currently seeing the effects of that. But again, right? In my opinion, when you've done a really good product collab, when malls are having to close down because there's too many people.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's a really beautiful thing. I mean, I'm very impressed. Love to have got one myself, but they're quite hard to get.
They catfish the hell out of people though with this. Did you see
Really?
the first renditions?
Were they terrible?
No, the first renditions it was an actual watch, and then they put this shit out, and it was like, oh, it's not actually a watch. It's just basically like a stopwatch. You just put it around your neck. They had it originally being like, oh, this is gonna be like a real watch.
Yeah.
I think it's a detriment to AP's brand personally. Like, I think the concept is very cool, and I like the watches that they've got. But I think with how AP wants to be portrayed, I don't know if this is the right play for them.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Because
it's like,
they're like of the notion that they're way too expensive for everyone to have.
yeah, I mean, I think that's true, and I think actually the life lesson. I mean, there's a couple of life lessons to take away, but I think it's maybe it's a bait and switch. Maybe actually a lot of people are upset because it wasn't a full watch and it was just a pocket watch. But yeah, I mean, it's just an interesting brand. I think it's an interesting conversation to be had. And then the last piece of news, it's about Magnum, the ice cream. Do you know what they've been doing recently?
No.
Huh? So Magnum. I mean, unfortunately, I mean, we should have covered this, but we missed it. But I want to cover it now. The Magnum moment. But they're doing all these really interesting runway shows. So it's like a tour of them. They've got like
Interesting.
Zendaya doing one. So they're basically bringing Magnum into like these like, Magnum ice cream. I think they've sold, didn't they? Didn't they get sold? Didn't Unilever sell it or something? I swear that's or PNG or something. I may be wrong.
I have no idea,
But
if I'm being honest.
but basically Magnum are doing some runways, and I think it's just a very interesting. And then I'm not anti it. Gets the brand involved, gets fashion. It ties two things together. I mean, what is brand? Brand is brand association. You take one thing and you combine it with something else. And Magnum are combining with fashion. So, I mean, jokingly, it's like taste architecture or taste architect. So I know. I'm intrigued by it. I'll be interested to see what the downstream effects will be.
Yeah, that is interesting.
But I think it had
I
to be
don't know.
mentioned.
My first thought is I'm confused as why.
Why not?
That's a good question.
I mean, I think when you get to those stages of the brand, like you can't, I think it's really impressive when brands of that size fuck it up because you've got the money. All your job is basically just to do real top of funnel and then just you're not worrying about performance marketing as that brand. Like all you care
Yeah,
about is like,
but it surprises me how much they fuck up because you'd think
Yeah.
they'd be doing like the best of their ability, and for the most part, you're like, what are they doing? I think maybe because it's
Yeah.
because they're just like, I throw the money away, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't
But then,
know.
but
Maybe
then
it's
it's
just
like,
too
but
big for their britches. I don't know what it is, but I feel like the big brands mess it up so much more. Maybe
but
it's just because of expectations.
well, I just think it's like, I think in my opinion, I think if you can do like 4 big activations a year, like 4 big brand moments, like
You'd want a
own
quarter. I think it's
those,
good.
one
Yeah.
a quarter, own something that's big, make something like a conversation. Like your job isn't like performance. If you think about it from a performance marketing perspective, if your brand was doing below 10 mil, it makes 0 sense doing a fucking runway. Like the only reason why brands do it in this size is because they can't track where the sales happen because they happen in stores, they happen in like
Yeah.
in retail. Like it's very hard to like track data on an activation. So that's why they do really big top of funnel. But
Yeah.
uh, I'm one of these people where it's like if it works, try it. If it doesn't, stop trying it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't hate doing new stuff. This one just confuses me a bit. Anyway, I'll digress.
Mm.
I have a good campaign to share with you. Not a good campaign, but I have a campaign to share with you.
Ooh, tell me more.
So Skittles is back.
Cool.
Skittles Say Surreal for uncomfortably soft gummies. So I'm gonna just play this because
Oh god.
it's a Skittles ad. I'll just keep it at that, and then we could talk about it after.
Okay. Here we go.
Oh, soft Skittles gummies. How's that feeling?
Uncomfortably soft. Thank you.
Just relax.
Soft the rainbow. Taste the rainbow.
I mean, I guess let's see what happens. I mean,
It's a Skittles commercial. It's a Skittles commercial. I'll just say that. It's weird. It's a little uncomfortable, like they said, but
bro, why is everyone obsessed with gummies? I know because of Grooms and stuff, but it's everyone's form factor is gummies. I mean, I
they did
respect it.
make it a point, though. I will say they did make it a point to announce to everybody they shot this without CGI or AI.
Why you see the behind the scenes? I need to see behind the scenes. I can't be. I want behind the scenes on that.
It's well, it's. I mean, for however long Skittles has been around, they've relied on weird and wacky ads to break through to connect to their audience. I don't know how much you could say connect, but their humor is a little bit wacky. It's not like you don't watch that ad and you're like, that's funny. You're like, what?
But then it's Skittles, right? But that's again, like I wouldn't recommend every brand to do that, but it's also Skittles. I mean, you said it perfectly. It's a Skittles ad to prepare yourself, so you're already pre-framed on the fact that it's going to be completely batshit crazy. So it makes sense, right?
I did see this in the article actually. The guy who was getting the massage and when the jellyfish slapped him, he was super like uncomfortable when the puppet did it. he was like he said he was like, oh, so uncomfortable. But I thought that was kind of funny.
Well, I mean, I think that's the whole point, right? Is to, how do you get your actors to feel the emotion you want? Make it real.
Yeah.
Oh my god, no, that's really cool. I didn't know Skittles was going on gummies, and that surprised me.
Yeah.
That really has surprised me. That really has. Interesting. Okay, I brought something interesting. It's essentially Captain America is starring in the. Let me just share my screen. Is starring in the new America 50 Jeep campaign.
Oh, I like it.
Which is really interesting. So there's a video here. I won't play it that. I won't play it that long, but like here's just the campaign. So very nostalgia. And I mean, you can't get more nostalgia than this. Again, Jeep famously linking back to their famous their Jeep in World War II. I don't really know the name of it, but this is the campaign. But yeah, this is the Jeep.
Like the comics, dude. That's fire. Jeep is on a roll.
I know.
That
It's
is
cool.
tough.
Yeah. It's cool. I mean, it's it's a
That's
great.
that's a fire ad. I like that.
Well, it's a very smart car, right? In the sense of it's again, what's brand building, association, product merge, Jeep,
Who's your
American,
audience?
merge.
That's fire. Yeah, they did a good job on that one.
So that was I thought that was quite impressive. So I'm really excited to see how that does. What the long term.
Good find, dude. Good find.
Mate, and
so
then
to keep things on the track of cars right now, I would like to share Uber's new campaign, which I am a very big fan of. So it's very simple. It's just from gate straight to your door, share your route and ETA. That's the first one. Second one is shaky landing, fixed pricing, upfront prices, no surprises.
Yeah.
Extra large luggage, perfectly sized cars. Captain speaking, pillow talking. So you're almost there. So the reason I like it is because it's connecting all of these things people actually experience through these straight lines. Obviously, this one's not exactly straight, but it's like these lines that they're connecting here. Like that is it's like you're taking this point of your trip to this point of your trip, and you're going on that line with Uber. So when you land, you go right to here, you go to Uber, and this is fixed pricing. Like, I like it. I think it's a great campaign.
Yeah. No, I do as well. Like
a little bit too like out there for people, but I do think it's a strong campaign.
I like it. I like it. I think it has I think again it's a classic example in my opinion where it does the job. It speaks to emotion. I think you and I are talking about this a lot with AI companies, right? They just talk about not AI companies, but like we talk about like softwares and like Uber, like how do you go to the emotion? And I think that's a good example of it, right?
Yep.
Sell the outcome, not the feature list. I mean, it's classic, but sometimes you have to be certain things in life have to be retold many different times before you understand it. And don't sell the features, sell the outcome.
That's it.
It's that simple when you word it like that. But yeah, so I'm now going to show you something even cooler. I'm kidding. It's a car, not a car company, but it's a car within a campaign. So I think that's a good enough segue. Farmer's Dog with their campaign. Every dog deserves the farmer's dog. It's a really beautiful thing they shot. I'll show you a little glimpse of it. So you can see just there. But anyway, so I wanted to show that that quick campaign. I'm really bullish on it for many different reasons. I think, how can you, I mean, that's a really good talk from about, right? What's the point of getting a dog? Right? You're not a farmer, dog customer, you haven't got a dog. So they're probably trying to solve the first problem, get a dog. And there you go. I really liked it.
Oh yeah.
I've always played cute, like everyone needs a dog. What would your first dog be, Carson? What would your
include animals and humans will be very attracted to whatever you have to say.
Yeah. Or even famously, if you need help getting a girlfriend, get a dog. It's the mathematical equation. You just
I actually saw a pedigree ad today on Pinterest for that. It was I think I can bring it up. It's funny. I've got it right here. Here it is.
Mate, I'd be mad.
Getting girls' numbers without even barking. Feed your wingman.
That's insane, bro. That's what we optimize for on the Mad Ads department. We help guys date. And we're saying it like pedigree. Go get yourself a dog first.
We are our clients' wingmen. We get them customers, which are girlfriends or boyfriends. We are that.
Yes.
We are the equivalent.
We both help sides. We both help sides of the equation. We don't.
That's it.
Yeah, it'd be interesting though if I'm trying to think of other products that you would be able to say that angle like pedigree did, right? I mean, clearly,
I tell you one you could use a couple. Any personal hygiene product.
Bro, yeah, I mean, Durex is too obvious, but yeah, no, sorry. But yeah, I agree, personal hygiene. I mean, Dr. Squash does that famously, right?
Yeah.
I actually bought my first ever one, by the way.
Dr. Squash?
Yeah, well, because it just comes to the UK, but I didn't know that, but I'm in LA now, so it's like I saw it, I was like, I'm going to buy it. So their brand marketing worked on me.
So, side note, For anybody that doesn't know, Luke is actually leaving the States soon. He was here for a month, but he's coming back.
Yes, moving out here.
And we're going to
finally.
make him a U.S. citizen as soon as possible so we can keep him here.
Yes, it's the plan. I'm trying to get the Dr. Squash. Here we are. This is the one. Here we go. Look
Eh?
at that. It's not a sponsor, so if anyone asks, we're not being sponsored. I have to make that very clear. But it's like the summer citrus, mate. It's actually beautiful. I recommend it. But also very interesting as well. A good life lesson. How people sell in retail is very different how they sell online, right?
Yeah.
So an interesting pain point. Now look at this, aluminium free. So clearly they've had that in their marketing research. So that's what people care about. Honestly, if you want to understand, in my opinion, what a brand's doing and what actually moves the needle, look at their packaging in retail because that'll tell you everything. It's the number one way. I would argue it's probably the number one hack if you want to know what actually moves the needle for a brand. So I guarantee aluminium free is a really important angle for them.
Very important.
So, but yeah. But that's something I would recommend. But anyway, back to what we were saying. Do you have another campaign for us?
No, I'm out. I'm
You're
out
out,
for this
okay.
week. Is it time for my favorite segment?
It is. But I'm going to quickly we'll pause briefly today to put my laptop on charge. It's on like 4%. Sorry, Carson. I'll edit this out then. All right, 1 second. Sorry, mate. I just realized. Sorry, 2 seconds. Wait, let me just get hold on. Give me 1 second. Are you excited for this one? Do you have any idea what it's going to be?
No, I have no idea. Can I get a hint? I like guessing. It's one of my favorite parts.
Let me just get it out.
I think I've gotten like all but maybe 1 or 2.
I've been quite impressed, mate. Like you've really.
I didn't get the ESO one.
Mm.
I don't remember what else I didn't get off the top of my head, but I love trying to guess it. It's so fun.
I mean, have you got any? I'm trying to work out. Like, is there any ones that you can think of straight away? Are there any? Are there any ones that you're thinking? Oh, he's probably gone with that one.
No, not really, because for the most part, you've picked. I think almost all of them. You've picked ones I don't know, except for maybe the Nike one.
Yeah, but that's the famous one, right?
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'll cut this out of the video. By the way, I'm just letting my laptop. I'm just conscious that it's
No, keep it in. Keep it in.
I'll keep it in. But my laptop. Yeah,
people can listen to us yap all they want or not. They can skip.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, mate, we don't really care about retention. It's not really our thing on YouTube. We just do it for the we do it for the we just do it for the source. Like, if you're staying this long, then you just want a source max.
Yeah.
So,
and you just like to listen to 2 idiots talk about advertising.
But that's the whole point. That's the beauty of it.
I wonder how big our TAM is. It's got to be maybe like max 100,000 people.
Yeah, I mean, some of the biggest channels in our space. I mean, they've got max like 50,000 subscribers, maybe. It depends how high we go on maybe even more. But it's also depends how high. It depends how big on the TAM, because I know some marketing.
Well, and also like our TAM for this podcast is way less of like the e-com bros and drop shippers and people who want to learn ads and stuff like that. It's more about like the actual. I think like the people who are working at agencies in like a 9 to 5.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Okay, we are one. I'm very near. Just 1 second.
Or brands who are working in marketing. Anyway.
Yeah. 1 second. Okay. So this ad isn't 50 years ago. This ad came out in 1998. So we're going for a bit of a modern one.
98. Okay.
And it's very famous. I would argue it's one of my favorite. Is it famous? I mean, sadly for you, not sadly, but I think for how you and me operate, in our head it's probably famous, but for the average Joe, maybe not.
All right, here's my one question for a hint this week, because I'm not gonna ask the industry.
Okay, fine.
I'm gonna ask. Actually, no, that's more so industry. Okay, here's my question.
Yeah.
Is this company still around today?
Yes.
They are. Okay, and it's 98. You said
98. Yeah. I think these should have really helped you. I'm not gonna lie. But
well, I don't want to like abuse that one, right? Like I want to make it a little bit challenging. Okay, so the company's still around today. It's Fortune 500 or no?
No. Oh, maybe the parent company could be. I don't want to, but I don't think so.
Okay. I'm gonna go with M's.
No. Okay. I'll give you a clue. It's a clothing accessory.
A clothing accessory? Rolex?
No. To be fair, they've been very useful. If I was being in LA because it's so flipping sunny.
Oh, it's Oakley.
No, it isn't.
What?
All right, let's
see. What is it?
Ray-Ban.
Oh.
And this, the reason why I like this ad campaign, because it's, I think it's a classic. I think it's very funny. The glare protection. It gets you a laugh, right?
Yeah, it does. That is good. I like that.
So this was launched in 1998, and then this is just Ray-Ban launching their kind of like a new line of sunglasses. The campaign was taken again and again. If people don't understand the joke, they're vampires, so glare protection is probably quite important because sun hits them, they'll vanish. So,
Yeah.
but it's definitely Ray-Ban, which was an interesting slogan for them back in the late 1990s.
Yeah.
You know, but the sunglass news fascinates me today, even because it's still such a big business. But again, it's a lot of lifestyle marketing, right? It's quite, you know, it's quite an emotional sale, right?
I would love to see sunglass brands though bring back these type of ads for Meta. I really would. I think they would do really well, and I don't think a lot of them run it.
No, I know. But it's, you know, again, I think it's like, I think how I look at it right now in the space of what we're seeing is like a lot of people are, I mean, to be fair, we do it as well. So I'm not going to say it's the best thing ever, but a lot of people are looking at what X is doing and then using that to base the strategy of what they're up to. But actually, like, I think you have to be really careful from just looking at the obvious ideas, if that makes sense. But if it's obvious to everyone, so everyone's going to do it, right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you've got to like, so and I think that just needs to be, there needs to be a better risk tolerance of trying things out. Like, I don't mind when a brand tries and it fails, but just don't do it again because then like you
Yeah.
haven't learned, right?
I agree. I'm with you.
You know. But yeah, I mean, I think from a recap perspective, I think I would say, look, you know, enhanced games. It was a fun. Look, I think next year will be really exciting for them. I think they get the out of home ads done correctly. Call my boy up, Carson, to solve that problem. You know, get some banging kind of. Yeah, he's nodding away. I mean, why wouldn't you nod? I think anything else that I would recommend. What else do we really say? I mean, I just think, you know, especially with marketing, culture moves really quickly. You know, look at Rihanna moving from humor to like. So I think as a marketer now, it's just important to have some knowledge of what's going on in the industry because it moves so quickly. That's kind of my big sum up for this for
Yeah, you got to
today.
draw the line somewhere too of like what's something that we should be coattail riding on, what's stuff that we shouldn't be.
Yeah,
Like you need to
yeah,
draw the
literally.
line somewhere and know where you stand.
Yeah, literally.
Honestly, my only insight this week, kind of going back to what we talked about earlier, is like know your brand and know if certain ads are going to work or not. Like the style, like don't use AI animation ads if you're a super serious brand because not going to probably bode well for you.
Yeah. Agreed.
So
But
that's all I
it's a
got.
taste thing. Just have taste. Have taste. Understand, does your audience like it or not?
Yep, that's it. Well, guys,
Don't just do things. Then yeah. Okay.
appreciate you watching. We'll catch you next week. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Like, comment, subscribe. Send it to anybody you know. Peace.
Peace.